So in today's video, let's talk about the passport bro phenomenon, specifically in Latin America. Is it something you should be considering for yourself? Is it just all Is it really that much better than trying to date here in the United States? Here's my thoughts. Let me start off by just saying that I am kind of an OG passport bro. I met my wife while living in Mexico back in 2016 and ended up coming back to the United States for a lot of reasons. She now works here. She works in healthcare. She's a doctor. And so it all ended up making sense for us to be based here because you're going to make way more money in that field living in the United States versus if you try to do it in Mexico, of course. But before I met her in 2016, I was living in Latin America, specifically in Mexico, but I was also visiting Colombia. I had spent some time in Argentina as well. And, you know, I had my fair share of experiences with dating abroad. And, you know, here's my thoughts in general. Before first really spending a lot of time down living in Mexico, you know, I was a college student and I was kind of going back and forth to Mexico just because I was learning Spanish. I was going to Spanish immersion schools. I didn't have a job yet or anything like that. And when I finished college, I ended up going and spending a considerable amount of time in Latin America. And again, I still didn't really have a job. This is kind of before the remote work thing really kicked off. And eventually I ended up getting remote. And then I was kind of experiencing dating in Mexico and in Latin America for a while as kind of like, it didn't have a name and it wasn't called passport bro life. It wasn't called anything like that. It was just literally me. And I would occasionally meet other people who were, you know, traveling abroad in Latin America, or they were, you know, studying Spanish, but very, very few people were doing the remote work thing and just specifically being there to date local women. Like that just was extremely rare at the time. And this is like pre-2016. So when I was down there, like looking back now, I'm like, oh, I was a total passport bro. I didn't know what it was called, but that was me. You know, I was working remotely. I was exclusively dating in Mexico and in Latin America. And that was it. So before all of this, I had obviously dated in the United States as well as a younger man, in college. And then at various different times between my time living in Latin America. And, you know, comparing and contrasting, I realized pretty quickly that I absolutely preferred dating in Mexico. Like specifically, that was where I spent most of my time. Like 100% better experience. Your SMV is naturally going to be higher. Your sexual market value is going to be higher if you're, you know, if you're in good shape, especially if you speak the language. And that was always something that I gave a lot of attention to since I was really a freshman, sophomore in college. I started getting really into learning Spanish. And that right there, if you're a nice guy, you're in shape, you speak the language, or at least you're making a real strong attempt to get better and better at the language, you are going to have a really good SMV in Latin America, for sure, for sure. And if you're not being cringy, you're not being creepy, just be normal. You know, you absolutely have an advantage in my opinion. And you don't even have to be a white guy, in my opinion. If you're a black guy, I think it's probably the same thing. If you are, you know, an American Asian guy, you are even a Hispanic guy, it's probably a little bit different. Maybe you're like an American Hispanic guy and you go down there. It might be a little bit different of an experience because they're going to see you differently. It might be an unfair judgment, but that might be the case. But yeah, in general, I think that if you do those things, you're going to have a big advantage, and you're going to have more advantages there than you would here typically, in my experience. There's a lot of reasons for this. A lot of people are saying it's because feminism has gone rampant here in the United States, or that maybe women are just a little bit more turned off by dating. They're just a little jaded. They've had bad experiences. Maybe they're just sick of American guys in general. I'm not really sure what's going on here. It has been a very, very long time since I've had any experience dating in the United States, so I don't really know what to say about that. But, you know, there are a lot of folks out there who claim that the dating culture here is just toxic at this point. I have a single friend, he's my age, he's 40, and he's really struggles. He really is just unhappy with the dating life living here. And he's living here for work right now. I know he probably wants to get back down to Latin America or check out Asia or something like that, but he hasn't done so yet. But anyways, there is no question that there is something to this. But these are just my recommendations, that if you're interested in becoming a 2026 and beyond 21st century passport bro, my recommendations are very simple. Be in shape, don't be fat. Even if you're just skinny, be skinny, Go for lean. Be a nice guy. Be an honest person. Don't be creepy. Don't try to be too much of a player. Like, you can be a little bit of a player, but chill. Learn Spanish. If you learn Spanish, if you're or if it's Brazil, you're learning Portuguese, you're going to do very, very well. Bonus number 4, take dance lessons. Oh my God. This is something I did a tiny bit of, a little bit of salsa lessons. But if you can take dance lessons, get good at one thing. You don't have to be amazing at all. Just be competent. Be a competent dancer in Latin America. Woo! You are going to tear it up. You're going to tear it up. You're going to have a very good time. And it's going to increase your SMV as well. So do those things, guys. You know, the last thing I was going to say, money, you don't have to be rich. You do not have to be a rich passport bro. You do not have to be. You might have to be if you're a dickhead, if you're going too crazy on the player life, and if you don't speak Spanish, yeah, you're going to have to probably have something, right? You're going to have some money. But, you know, I would just recommend, don't go down there trying to have debt, or don't go down there having debt. Be making money if you can online, or if you need to work there in the country. That's doable as well. You can be an English teacher. You can work in, you know, if you have a specialty, you can work for a company in Latin America. You know, it can be done. I know plenty of people who have done it, but, you know, earning remotely is nice. Working remotely can get old. It's not like all glamorous. It can get old, especially if you're an employee. If you have your own online business, that's probably the best thing you can do. That's going to be the most fun, the most rewarding. And if you're making money with it, that's even better. Those are my recommendations for a passport bro in 2026 and beyond. I think it has a lot of potential to continue being something really great. But again, approach it with the right mentality. Be a well-rounded passport bro, and I think you'll have a lot of success. But don't expect a miracle. Like the women in general there, it's not like they're not going to drop to their knees for you. You know, they're not going to worship you. This is not going to be, you know, this is not life on easy mode necessarily. And you're still going to deal with plenty of crazy. There's a lot of crazy women down there, just like there are everywhere in the world. But there's a lot of good ones too, obviously. So anyways, that's my advice. Take it or leave it from an OG passport bro. And anyways, guys, I hope to be seeing you guys around. My name is Levi Flint. Follow me here. Check out my new platform, Mexlingo.com, if you're learning Mexican Spanish. I have a Brazilian one coming out soon. And check out my main website, LeviFlint.com. I do one-on-one coaching, and I have everything that I'm doing is linked out of there. So if you want to check it out, do so, and I'll see you guys in the next video.